morning grade 10s, and hope you're all doing well. This morning we'll quickly continue with our trigonometry session at looking how to calculate angles of certain functions given to us. Okay, so without further ado, let's quickly jump into it. So basically your question will then say to you to determine the size of an acute angle, and this could be theta, alpha, any of those, but it will always be put equal to a certain length or size that they want you to calculate. Okay, please ensure that you are clear on your instructions when working with this type of question, because your rounding off will be crucial at the end. If you round off to one decimal place where they ask you to obviously round off to 2, you will lose marks in this regard. Okay, so without further ado, let's quickly look at our first question, and then we'll work it obviously from easiest all the way to the most difficult. You guys that have been viewing the channel obviously know that's how we do it, to ensure that you get the all-round perspective with regards to the topics. So the first one that we've got here would be sine theta, and that is equal to 0,866. Okay, so obviously when we have to calculate all of this, you are going to need a calculator. And without putting in the normal function, so I'll work on my phone here quickly. Without putting in the normal function, you'll see there's the normal function for sine. Let's put it in red now. Okay, you are not going to use the normal function for sine. You'll then say shift and then press sine. And when you do that, obviously when you press shift and then your function for sine, it will give you the following: sine to the power of -1. If you do that with cos, the same thing, cos to the power of -1, with tan as well, tan to the power of -1. Okay, the reason why we do this is to get the angle of the functions. We don't want the length of the function, we want the angle for that certain variable or whatever we are working with in that case. Okay, so now with this, we are looking for the angle. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave theta on the left. We're going to bring sine over. But as soon as we bring sine over, it's going to become sine to the power of -1. Inside your bracket, you're going to put this value that's over here, which is the 0,866. There we go. On your calculator now, you will put in shift sine, and you'll type in 0,866, and that would give you a value of 59,997, and it carries on. We want to round off to 2 decimal places. So when you do that, you'll have the following. Obviously, because you've got 59,997 and you want to round off to 2 decimal places, your whole thing is going to change over here. Okay? And the reason why I'm saying it's going to change is because you've got a 9 there, you've got a 9 there, and you've got a 7. Which means every time that you round up, it's going to round up the next number because it's 9. So at the end of the day, your answer will be 60 degrees. 60 degrees. Why? Because if I round up to 2 decimal places, this is going to change to a 10. So this changes to 0. You're going to carry the 1. This is going to change to 10, so that's going to change to 0, and that will change to a 10, which will change to a 0, and the 1 will carry over, and it will make the 5 a 6. So your final answer is then 60 degrees. Okay. Our next question that we've got here is the following. Let's go with cos 1. So cos theta equals 1. That's the next question. So this is question 1, this is question 2. Okay. Same as the next one. Every time that you want to calculate a angle, you need to carry it over and change it to the reciprocal function. So, theta equals cos power of negative 1, open bracket 1. Therefore, theta equals shift cos 1, and that would give me an answer of 0 degrees. And there's your final answer. Okay, let's do one for tan. Let's see. Tan theta is equal to 1,703. Okay, same thing applies. So we'll have theta equals, bring tan over, tan changes to the power of negative 1, open bracket, 1,703, closure bracket. Okay, put into your calculator, shift tan, which will give you this function over here, then 1,703, and it will give you a long decimal value. Okay, but at the end of the day, if you round it off to 2 decimal places, you'll get 59,58 degrees. And there you go. Okay, now to put it in perspective, this is the easiest work that, or easiest questions for this work that you can get. We are moving on now to the more difficult questions now. Okay, so I'm going to take this away, and here's your first question where you actually have to use some of your brain power now. So let me just work here where there's no light in the board. Let's see, let's do 4 sine theta equals 0,888. There we go. Okay, first thing that you need to pick up. Remember, sine is on its own, which means the 4 belongs, theta is on its own, which means the 4 belongs to sine. You cannot take the sine over unless you get rid of the 4. So you need to divide by 4. You need to divide by 4. And now I'm going to teach you something that will help you out in future, because when you round off, you are only allowed to round off right at the end with your final answer. So these two will cancel out. You'll then have sine theta, which is equal to 0,888 over 4. Okay. Leave the 0,888 over 4 as is, right till the end. Okay? Now take the sine over. So on the left we have theta, then we have sine to the power of negative 1, open bracket 0,888 over 4. And now you put this into your calculator as is. So we're going to say shift, sine, put it in a fraction, so 0,888, and then your denominator is a 4, and then you close your bracket, and you get an answer of 12,83 degrees, rounded off to 2 decimal places. There we go. Okay, our next question, we've got something like this. Let's do tan 4 theta equals 4. This question over here and this question that I've got over here, 2 different things. Over here the 4 belongs to the function. Over here the 4 belongs to the theta. Remember, theta is on its own because you have to take tan over to the other side. So no dividing as yet, because we want to take the tan over first. So take the function over, and then right at the end we'll divide by 4. So what we'll do now is we're going to say 4 theta is equal to tan to the power of negative 1, 4. Okay, now calculate this. So you got 4 theta over here. Now we say shift tan 4, which gives me a huge number, okay, which is 75,963,756,532,07. Okay, that's the decimals that they will give to you. Now we go and divide by 4 because you want theta on its own. So now you divide by 4. So it's 75, let's see, 963, 756, 53. 207 divided by 4. And that would give you a total answer of 18,990, and it carries on. So if I have to go and round this off, it would become 19 degrees. Obviously, rounding it up, not 19 degrees, sorry guys. Because your third decimal is 0, it will become 18,99 degrees. There we go. Okay. Another way that you can look at this is the following. So instead of doing this whole massive step here, you can take this step, which is over here. The 4 theta equals tan to the power of -1, 4. And you can go and divide immediately by 4. It will take this whole step out. Okay? Because at the end of the day, you're only looking for the answer. You don't care about all of this. You're looking for the answer, and also spare you some time in your paper. So therefore, at the end of the day, if you follow this step, you'll still get that theta is equal to 18,99 degrees. So there's 2 ways that you can do it. Okay? Okay, let's move into some more other complicated questions. Guys, to put it this way, this is actually not really as complicated as it seems. Okay, let's look at this. Here we go. Let's do 4 tan, 4 theta equals 4. Look at that one. Now you're sitting with a mixture. You want to get rid of the 4 first, then carry tan over, then divide. Okay, that's what you want to do. So, divide by 4 first, both sides. You'll then sit with tan 4 theta equals 1. Remember that the 4 belongs to the tan, to the theta, not the tan. Okay, so this 4 won't be touched. You're only getting rid of this. Now move your function over. Divide both sides by 4. Therefore, theta would then be equal to the following. So, if we say shift tan, there's 1 in it, so it will be 45 over 4, which makes it that you will get a decimal answer. So 45 divided by 4, and that gives you 11,25 degrees. Okay, next question. Let's do this one. Okay, let's do 2. What we got there? 2 tan 2x minus 10 equals 3,4641. That's what we got. Okay. Okay, first thing that we're going to do is, because this 10 over here is not in a bracket, we will obviously carry it over. You'll treat it as an equation, and then add it to the 3,4641. Okay, so then we'll have 2 tan 2x equals 3,4641 plus 10. You'll end up then with tan 2x is equal then to 13,4641. You'll see that you've got a 2 over here. You want to get rid of the 2 by dividing by 2 both sides. Okay? What you'll have then is tan 2x equals, if I divide the 13,4641 by 2, I will then have 6,73205. Okay? I then need to take tan over, which will then change to tan to the power of negative 1, and we'll put all of this into it there. Okay, you obviously can divide here by 2, doesn't matter, which will therefore give you the following answer. Let me see, shift tan, 6,73205, okay. And we divide that by 2, which will then give me 44,999,995,2829. Okay, so when you round off here, you'll then have the following. Because all of these are 9s and we're rounding off to 2 decimal places, it will change to 45 degrees. And there's your final answer. Okay. Let's do one more and then we call it quits for today. So let's do this one. I'm going to work this side. So 3 cos. We're going to put x plus 30 in brackets equals 2,121. There we go. Okay. First things first, you want to divide by 3. Okay? Please take note that you've got brackets here, so you can't take the 30 over at all. This is one unit, one term. So you can't take it over, you need to keep it this side. You're going to first take the cos over. So let's divide by 3 first. You'll have cos x plus 30 over here. And then you've got 2,121 over 3. Now you take cos over. So on this side you'll then have x plus 30 degrees is equal to cos to the power of negative 1, 2,121 over 3. Sorry. What you'll have to do now is the following. So once you've taken the cos over to the other side, you will have to go and calculate for cos, and then after that take the 30 over to the other side. Okay. So when we go and calculate for cos, so obviously this side we've got x plus 30. When you calculate for cos, you'll say, oh, what's it? 2,121 over 3, and that would give you an answer of 45,008, and it carries on. Okay. What will now happen is, if we round off to 2 decimal places, you'll still have 45 on the right side. Okay. You've got the 30 here, so we want to carry over the 30, and once you carry it over, it becomes negative 30. So therefore at the end of the day you will then have 15 degrees as your final answer, and there we go. Well guys, that is it for this session. I hope that this helps you a lot with calculating the angle sizes of the acute angles of theta. Remember that theta can change to anything, x, beta, y, whatever they want to ask on that day, and that this helps you with your studies and your homework. Thank you once again for tuning in. Make sure that you spread the word and get the other guys involved in the community as well. Until further ado, until next time, have a good day.